Hello, Omar. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm a little sick, but I'm pulling through. I'm doing all right.
Oh, that's too bad. Does your tummy hurt?
No, it's like more my throat.
I hope you get
Yeah.
better, get well soon. Yeah, because you're coming to Chile for the first time.
Yeah.
Um,
Never been. I'm really excited.
March 17th, you're going to be playing for the first time here, and I wanted to ask you if you have any expectations for Chile.
I heard that the crowd is amazing and they're very accepting. So I expectations. I just hope everyone enjoys themselves. Honestly, I'm just gonna like go and do my best and perform and try to bring the energy that I have to offer.
Perfect. Okay, so I know you're Mexican American and you have songs in Spanish. Are you completely fluent in Spanish?
I am. I would say I'm like at like a freshman year of high school level in Spanish.
Okay, perfect. That's
Like
pretty good though. Like,
it's not
nice.
bad. It's pretty good. I think that when it comes to explaining things in depth, then I start to have trouble, but like surface level conversations, and like, you know, if I need like I can have like a full conversation, yeah. But it'll just
Hmm.
sound a little pocho, but you'll
Do you
get
have
what I'm saying.
do you have a favorite saying in Spanish?
Yeah, I do. I have a few. Well, every time that I realize every time that I drop something or almost like, hit my arm on something, I just say, ay, hijo de la putada, like I'll just say real quick. Like,
Okay, yeah, I get it.
I, I
It comes
curse.
out easier in Spanish.
Yeah, I just curse in Spanish. Like my subconscious will curse in Spanish, and then I'll just say it. But um in Spanish, yeah, probably that is like, and then chambear is like probably one of my favorites, and then yeah.
Perfect. You have songs both in English and Spanish, and I wanted to ask you about a bit of your creative process. How do you choose which language to writing, or do you just go with whatever inspiration throws at you?
Um, I think when it comes to that, before I kind of just I was letting inspiration take the wheel, but now it's a little more intentional. Like if I'm gonna make like a, clásica traditional Hispanic song, I definitely just will start writing in Spanish. But it depends.
Per-
Sometimes I just throw in words or, it just really depends. It's never really like a decision. It's kind of just like a feeling in that moment. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna go in and make a Spanish song or an English song. It's just like I'm just gonna go to the studio, see what happens.
right. Um, your latest EP, Live for Me, touches on the topic of mental health, and I wanted to speak about it a bit. Why did you decide to focus on this topic?
I think that mental health is something that I've struggled with a lot. I think that like I can be like this bubbly person and I can be like this, very sensitive person. Some at the same time, but come off as charismatic. That makes sense. And I think that it was just the music that I felt I needed to make in that point in my life. Um, and yeah, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna make something about mental health. It was more about like, oh, I just want to make something that means something to me in a deep way. Um, and I guess how it came in the form of mental health. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, very gracefully though. So like,
Thank
but I
you.
think it's really important. So I was going to ask you if you think it's sometimes necessary for artists to open up about their struggles.
Um, do I think it's necessary? I think you can pick whatever you want to pick. If you want to be open, if you want to make up a whole existence, I think that that's cool too. This really depends. For me, if I don't have anything to write about or write from, then I just won't write. But I always have kind of something to write about.
Right.
But I don't think it's like extremely necessary. I think you can share as much as you want to share. There's a lot I don't share. Um, but yeah.
Um, so okay, totally different subject now. I wanted to ask you about fashion, because I know you're into fashion and being the face of the latest spring summer collection of Louvre. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
Um, do you plan your outfits for every show?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I
And
have.
how do you pack for touring? For example, you're coming soon to Chile, so what's the plan?
So the plan here, that's funny to say. What's the plan? My
Yeah,
plan is like three outfits, interchanging three outfits.
okay.
Like I think it's like it depends on how many shows I have, is like how many outfits I want to, because I don't like to wear the same thing every night. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10, 11 shows. Three outfits I feel like is good. Like interchanging two
Right.
to three. Sorry,
Oh my God, are you okay? Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little sick. But yeah, yeah, that's what I would say. And then I go
Okay.
in like with the stylist, and like we both like kind of, he presents me options, and we get things tailored, get them fixed, and yeah.
Right. And I was going to ask you about being the opening act for Sisa because Sisa will be Lola's headliner this year and she's playing the same day as you. So tell me a bit about your experience being the opening act for her in the SOS World Tour.
You know, that was incredible. I was just upstairs, and I found my little all access SOS tour pass that I had to have all tour. It just brought back so many memories, and just being a part of such a great, tour. Um, and for the time that I did was something really special to me. And SZA's wonderful. She's great, exceptional songwriter and performer and person. And, I got to like see her a lot and talk to her, and she's just always so sweet and so nice. Um, and yeah, she always has the nicest things to say about me. And then I always tell her that she looks amazing. I'm like, oh my God, you look so good right now. And she was just like, every time I see you, you make me feel like I look good. And I
She
was like,
does, though.
she does. She looks amazing. And
Yeah.
whenever somebody looks good, I have to tell them. But yeah, no, she's just she's sweet, and yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool, you know, seeing her show in
Playing
South
the same
Africa.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, you have collabed with several artists throughout your career, Caliucci, Setangana, Daniel Caesar, Dominic Fike. And I wanted to ask you if there any more Latin or Hispanic artists that you would like to collaborate with?
Yeah, I mean, there's tons. There's
Can
tons.
we have a name or is it top secret?
Um, I like Peso Pluma a lot. I like Bad Bunny a lot. I like Javi's really cool. Um, Eslabon Armado's really cool. Junior H is cool. Um, not
Would you
tan.
ever release a reggaeton song?
I have before.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's called
Okay.
Freedom.
Okay, that's nice. So I wanted to mention uh something. I mean, we know the Evergreens Bridge went viral on TikTok, and you have like talked about it a few times. But I wanted to ask you because I've seen a lot of my friends and people here in Chile doing the trend. And why do you think that bridge specifically resonated with people all over the world?
You know, I always try not to question why things work and why they don't. But I think that it was just it was like the perfect moment in time, um, where people could relate to this feeling of like their self-worth, um, and what it meant and what they actually deserved. And I think that the way that I, framed it and wrote the song, that was kind of like it's a really sad song, but then on that part, it's kind of like, but you didn't deserve me. Like, it's the first time I mentioned anything about, you know, that wasn't longing, that wasn't like this sadness.
Yes,
And it was
it's
just like,
crazy when you set the boundary.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You set it like a boundary, and you didn't deserve me at all. And I just repeated at all three times. And I think in music, when you repeat things, people love it. So I
People feel it. People feel
at
it.
all, at all, at all.
Yeah, the emotion is right there.
Yeah, so yeah, yeah, I think that was just kind of like I don't know, yeah, I think that maybe that's why they resonated with it. But yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I don't know why things work the way they work. All I can do is just, you know, do my best and then put it out. So
All right. Well, Omar, I hope you get well soon. I hope you're completely healthy when you come to Chile, when it's your turn to travel. Take care. Thank you so much for the interview. And I also hope you have an amazing show here in Chile. And I hope to see you soon.
yeah, I hope I see you soon too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.